Alright, what the heck is going on, my dudes? Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Kraven synergy that just entered the game with Spider-Man Sorcerer Supreme. Essentially, what this does here, when a trap activates, inflict an Infuriate debuff on the opponent for 4 seconds. That's the same debuff that, Hercules has, right? That makes the opponent more aggressive. Now, the purpose of this specific synergy is essentially just to keep the opponent from dashing backwards into their trap, okay? Because when that happens, your entire rotation pretty much gets destroyed. So this isn't going to be a super long video. I'm going to show you 3 fights, and we're going to see how this works in action. Now, keep in mind, right now in this video, my Kraven is Sig 1, okay? So he's missing a lot of damage. We're not running suicides. He's really good with suicides. And yeah, Sig 1, okay? And he gets a lot more damage at a higher Sig. So, we're jumping in here against Winter Soldier just to demonstrate like how this works, okay? So basically, if you don't know how to use Kraven, the special one lays the trap, right? And that's what you have to start with. You get them into the corner, you put the trap down. It's the same thing at the beginning here. I like to go for it, like push them like right above 2 bars of power to start it out with, right? So they have like low power when they go for the first trap, right? So at this point, when the timer runs out, Infuriate. So now, oh, he dashed in at me. That is actually really nice. It's very, very nice to prevent the opponent from dashing back into their own trap. Now, does I have a 100% success rate? Absolutely not. Of course not. But look right here. It's going to come in at me. We're going to go in a little bit, right? Go for the heavy attack. It allows you to keep your rotation going. Going to go for the special 2, refresh all the bleeds, get the precision buff. That way we're going to have critical bleeds a lot more often while they are rooted, okay? So I'm not playing this fight I'm not going to play this fight super duper optimally. So far I am, right? But I just really want to like test out this right here. Boom. So look, he came right in at me. He didn't dash backwards. And you guys know how passive Winter Soldier gets, right? That's why I hate fighting this guy. So I don't really test on him anymore because he gets too passive, right? But so far he's playing into us. The Infuriate is working really nicely. Now, I do wish there was like a taunt at this point, but unfortunately there's not. Again, right here, boom, there we go. Now, when the AI cooperates, Kraven's a lot of fun to use. He's really, really good. But the thing is, the AI doesn't always cooperate like that. So that's why having that Infuriate debuff right there is really, really nice. Now, when they are infuriated, they're also a little bit more inclined to throw their special attacks too, which is always great. So here, right, trap is armed, and he came right in once again. And also, we're not running deep wounds here, so that's another flaw Kraven has, is that his bleeds are rather short, especially when you aren't running deep wounds. So I would love for this guy to get a little value buff and pretty much just like put this synergy into his base kit, make it a little bit stronger, maybe add a taunt when the Infuriate isn't active, and also extend the duration of his bleeds, please. And that would be really, really great for him. Maybe give him a stronger suppression as well, okay? So as you can see though, the Infuriate definitely influenced Winter Soldier to be a little bit more aggressive with us, and it really opened up the possibilities of getting through that fight efficiently with this guy, right? Without him ever dashing back into his own trap. That's huge. Let's jump into some real content here. So we're in 7.4, I believe this is somewhere, and this is Tantrum, Combo Party, Make a Stand, Immortal Hulk. Really good here, all right? So we're going to see this synergy come into play quite a bit. This is a big health pool, a big tanky Mortal Hulk, right? What's great about Kraven on this node is that Disorient turns off Tantrum, and Tantrum is a very annoying node combo here. So, of course, Kraven really good for a lot of this lane here, all right? So we're going to bait out a special 1 from this guy. There we go, right? Nice. Can we bait out another special 1 from this guy? Absolutely beautiful. Heavy attack right into the trap? No, but it's okay because the Infuriate made him come in at us. Now, would he have came in with us anyway? Possibly, but he could have also possibly dashed back. The Infuriate really does take away most of the possibility of that happening, which I really do like quite a bit here for Kraven. So again, over here, Infuriate is here. Let's just get that easy parry right away, just able to push him backwards without him dashing back himself, right? So this was a first attempt. The Winter Soldier was a first attempt, right? And then when I've made Kraven content in the past, one of my biggest complaints was like, very often I get my takes done on first attempts, but like, the AI just wasn't cooperating, man, and all this other stuff, right? I said stuff like that, but here, again, he just comes right in, and it allows you to just keep it going. Now, what would be even better is if that Infuriate was just permanent while the trap was activated. That would just be amazing, right? But that'd be also very powerful, but I don't think too powerful. I don't think it would break anything whatsoever. So that would definitely be nice. I mean, who knows, man? Synergies are a part of the 6-month balance program. So in 6 months, they can always be like, yep, the synergy isn't, you know, super game changing. Maybe we could buff it up a little bit. Will that happen? Honestly, I doubt it, because it definitely is an improvement, right? No doubt about it. This is certainly an improvement for him. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. So what my ideal scenario here for this would be is he activates the trap, right? With the special one, the trap reactivates naturally, and then they're taunted for the 6 seconds that the trap is activating. And once the trap activates, it goes from a taunt to an infuriate. And that would definitely be my ideal situation for this guy. But we're going to check out one more fight here. And we're not going to watch the whole thing, just a little bit of Labyrinth Star-Lord, and just for fun, we brought along the Doc Octopus synergy, also Mojo synergy for some increased combat power rate, right, to make up for the lack of deep wounds, so we can get to special 2 more often, right? We also have the Tigress synergy here, but of course, the main thing we're going to be looking at is, of course, the Spidey Supreme synergy. That's what we're doing here, right? That's the whole point of this video. So, again, right, we got the Infuriate going, but it doesn't even matter when it works out so well that you can parry at just the right proper time, right? That's always a lovely thing. These synergies for him are actually really fun. What the Doc Ock one does is it pretty much just makes well, it's Doc Ock, Electro, and Vulture, and a few other champions as well. It makes them have plus 25% combat power rate against hero champions, which is actually very, very powerful and really good for Kraven. As you can see, our bleeds are really getting up there, and we're just spamming those special 2s in almost every route, refreshing our bleeds and stacking up more bleeds and getting the precisions and all the fun stuff like that, right? So yeah, man, yeah, good stuff here. Again, you know, we're not even really looking at the Infuriate too much in this fight. We're kind of just having fun with the synergy. This is like a, you know, I just went in there and wanted to have fun with Kraven. That's pretty much what we did, and we got 60 bleeds on this guy, man. That is just absolutely very fun. Imagine if we were running 5 out of 5 deep wounds, would have been great. Now here he landed in his own trap. But one more thing I want to show you in this fight is check out the Infuriate coming in clutch in just a second here. Okay, watch this over here. So the trap is activating, right? He's over here. We're going back a little bit. Special 1 comes in. I go for the heavy attack, Infuriate, and he comes in. He comes in. Now, of course, that is not something that you should be relying on, like for the heavy attack counter like that, right? You definitely shouldn't be counting on that. But look, man, dude, so many bleeds, so much fun. Kraven is such a fun character, man. That's why I really do hope he gets some like value, love in the future. The changes I would make to this guy, this is a great first start. It definitely makes him a lot less frustrating to play, because the most frustrating thing about Kraven, yes, more than the opponent power getting too high, yes, more than his bleeds being short, is when the opponent just dashes back into their own trap once it's activated. So this definitely helps quite a bit. Like I said, my ideal changes would be if he lays the trap, they're taunted for 6 seconds. Once the trap springs, he goes infuriated. That would be an ideal scenario, making the suppression a little bit stronger and also increasing the duration of the bleeds. And then we have an absolutely beautiful champion here who's already really fun and really, really good. It's just that you need the AI cooperation. This synergy takes a little bit of that cooperation necessity out of it, which is great. But yeah, man, still hoping for a Kraven value buff in the future. I love Kraven though, he's a lot of fun. And if you're a fan of Kraven and you get your hands on Spidey Supreme, give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, man. Hit the like button too, don't forget that, and yeah, subscribe too. You better do that. See you around, man.